Namaste and welcome. My name is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming everyone to my channel with all my love and all my heart. Today in this video, I'm bringing forth some messages to tap into the energies that are opening up on a very powerful day that's coming up, the 8-8 portal. So this is going to be a reading that taps into the energies that are flowing in on a powerful day. What is a portal day? A portal day is a time where there is a great amount of spiritual energies, great amount of expansion of consciousness that's coming down for us. And if we so choose, we can create a powerful shift in our lives with all the energies and the support that we are receiving on a greater and a more expansive place. And 8-8 deals with or activates within us the lion power. We talk about the lion energy, the energy of the Leo. So the themes that you'll be experiencing in your life are going to be related with power. How have you viewed power? How are you exerting power? And how is it that in the future you want to exert power? Have you felt powerless? Or have you felt that you've been too aggressive? So those are some of the questions that will kind of bubble up within you. And it's a good time to reflect on that. And it also is a time for looking at how do you open your heart? When we open our heart, we're talking about generosity. The theme for Leo is warmth. The theme for Leo is optimism, fun, light, coming out in the sun, taking charge of ourself, okay? Taking charge of the self. When we take charge of the self, we're stepping into our own power as a leader. Okay, so it opens up your own leadership abilities. That is first in your own life. This would even reflect in your relationships at home and at your workplaces. This is giving you a great opportunity to expand on those leadership skills, to open your heart portal to see things with the eyes of generosity, kindness, love. And when you activate and amalgamate these energies, you're creating a big shift in your life. It gives you a chance to transform, to let go, to release some of the things, to activate some energies within you, to create this change so you can manifest and create a powerful shift in your life. Now with this, let's go into the reading. I needed for you to just kind of get a feel for why I do these readings. If you are coming to my channel for the first time, well, welcome. I do many of these portal type of readings. And for all my beautiful existing subscribers, thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you for your beautiful energy. And I love your shares. And I absolutely love that you bring your energy and you're helping this community to grow. You're becoming part of Divine Soul Resonance community. And you are putting your faith and trust in me to bring forth messages that are in resonance with you. And it's always the intention. And I wanted us to kind of get a feel for why these things are important. And I'm today recording on a portal day. I'm recording on a day which is 7/7. And I started a 33-day challenge of raising our vibration through the energy of gratitude, which opens our heart. Again, that was very guided. So that's what I have for starters as an intro. I'm going to timestamp this video. And what I am going to do is I'm going to actually pull out all the cards. But right now, I'm going to be looking at some of the questions. So let me tell you, I'll be looking at what this portal is going to support you with. What is some things that you can kind of leave behind? You know, it's like going on a trip. You can't take everything with you. There's some things you're going to have to leave behind. So these are messages that are coming in from your higher self, from your spirit guides, from your ancestor guides, from divine source energy, what they are suggesting, what they are showing to you that will help you to align to your greatest and most high truth. And now, what is it that you can take along with you? And how this portal is going to change you, for it is going to change you when you align with these energies. And then I'm going to look at what is going to be activated. Some things are going to be activated in your life with this portal. And then messages coming in from I call it the higher wisdom, meaning messages coming in from higher self, higher source, ancestors, and all your guides. And then final question is going to be how we can move with all of this with ease. with ease. So I think it's very important for us to move through spiritual energies with ease. So let's start. My first question is going to be to look at what I'm going to keep this here so I can now shuffle. This will be the time where I'm going to be a little bit quiet, or you may just hear me mumbling a little bit because I want to get all my cards in. Okay? You can just watch if you want to continue watching, or forward to the part when I'll begin the reading. Let's first start with looking at what are the themes? How is this portal helping you? Okay, so what are the themes that are opening up, and how is this portal supporting you and helping you? Let's have a look at that first. I love this. So the energy you have here that's going to support you during this 8-8 gateway is a time for connecting in nature, to coming back to the basics, to taking care of yourself, to connecting with the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Okay? So I'm seeing over here, it says here, earth pulsing. Okay, you see that there's a person here. They're laying down on this pink, I'm feeling like a rose bed. And they are like pink energy. Pink is, and I have pink flowers here. Pink is the energy of unconditional love, of heart, of divine love. So as you connect in nature, as you relax, as you connect to the vastness of what is, that is the Mother Earth. That is the great grandmother that supports diversity of life forms. Okay, you've got the mountains, you've got sea, you've got plants, you've got forests, you've got meadows, you've got we have deserts. We have so much beauty and so much expansiveness and diversity on earth. As we connect with that, we begin to earth our energies, meaning we begin to ground ourselves and not live from a place of, I don't know what will happen in the future, I don't know what has happened in the past. So it helps you to ground yourself and come into the present moment by connecting your bodies to coming into the rhythm, coming into the natural rhythm. Living in this high-tech world, and as we are moving forward, and there's a lot more technology that's coming in, what happens is that it depletes us of our life force energy. So what will support you during this time is to ground your energy, do grounding meditations, take walks in nature, spend time around plants. Natural element is going to support you a lot. And you'll also start to get into the rhythm. Hey, maybe some of you want to go into stargazing. You're getting into the rhythm of the earth. You're getting in tune with the natural cycle. And as you become in tune with the natural cycle, you're going to open up your psychic centers. You're going to open up to your inner knowing, your intuition, whether you're male or female, listening in to your body's wisdom, listening into the wisdom that the external is giving, and not just what the mind wants you to believe. So that is something that is going to support you a lot. Mother Earth is supporting you. So spending time in nature, waterfalls, making trips by the sea, by mountains, whatever you're called to is going to support you. Okay, so one of the themes that will also be opening up would be, there'll be lots of options, and you may get a little bit confused. I got the 7 of Cups energy, that should I follow this? Should I follow that? I don't know. Should I follow this or that? Okay, so I'm sensing a lot of this, but I'm going to leave it at that, telling you that lots of paths are opening up. It could be different job options that open up. It could be like a few different relationships are popping up and opening up, and you're kind of deciding between if you want to be part of that group or do you want to follow that path. So there'll be lots of options that I'm seeing that are going to open up. Okay, options are amazing, and sometimes for some of us we get into our heads that we've got too many options. I don't know how to choose. I'll leave that for a second because I want to open up to what is the theme that the 8-8 portal is opening up for the collective. And we got the forest. Okay, that's the archetype here from the archetypes deck, and I want to read from here. It's by Kim Krans, The Archetypes. And this talks about the wood, the thicket, the jungle. Consider for a moment your earliest memory of the forest. It's likely it included all the mythic dynamics of the archetypal space. Maybe a little fear, a little enchantment, perhaps losing your way, perhaps discovering a secret mystical treasure. Such is the magic of the forest. It requires first that you enter it. You must enter it. You must say, yes, I think I want to enter that forest. And then that you get lost within it. You may think there is a path to lead you straight through, but soon enough, you'll be on what is known as the pathless path. You don't know. You don't know the pathless path. Okay? That's what it is. The pathless path. There are tricksters here, dense foliage, entanglement, but equally present are the glimmers of fairy light and friends among the trees. You're on an adventure now, and there's no turning back. So embrace the dim light, the darkness. Embrace that everything may not be lit. You may not know exactly where you are going. Okay, you'll be moving through some shadows because we are activating the 8-8, which is the Lionsgate, the Leo energy, which is about sun, about bringing things to light. For bringing things to light, we've got to see what's not in the light, which is what's hidden from us, what's in the dark. There will be old wounds, there'll be old patterns, there'll be things that we don't want to address, will start to bubble up to the surface. So it's time to embrace the dim light and moving through the shadows, whether literal or imaginal. Brave the forest and get lost getting found. I love this. Brave on the forest, get lost in getting found. So there's a lot of magic. It says here, magic abounds, childlike wonder, and adventure is what is going to support you. Okay? Childlike wonder. When we talk about childlike wonder, a child is very curious. Okay, let me be curious about this learning. Maybe I want to enroll in that course. Maybe I'll try that job. Maybe I'll do the volunteering there. Maybe I'll hang out with these people. Maybe it's time to explore a new relationship. Maybe I'm going to try a different dressing style. Maybe I'm going to try a different speaking style, my expression. Maybe I'm going to join a different course. I'm gonna I create music and I'm going to express that, right? So there's so many different pathways, and I'm seeing a ladder here. So these are these pathways of evolution that your soul is saying, we can take this path, we can take that path. You're not going to be lost. Through every path, there's going to be an evolution that takes place. As Sandrine Souvenir says, this is a pathway of evolution, and that's what this is opening up for you. There's an invitation of this dark forest inviting you to approach it with a childlike wonder. Let me approach. Let me see if this childlike wonder. Let me see. Should I follow this one or should I follow that? So allow yourself the gift of the unknown, traversing the unknown, trusting and also understanding that yes, there'll be some slippery roads. I may slip and fall. I may slip and fall. I may get hurt a little bit, but I also know there'll be magic and there'll be support and there'll be help. So we're not just focusing on everything that will go wrong, or we're coming from the utopian place where everything is all fairies and sprinkles and there's no trickery there. So you're understanding it's part of the process. You're understanding that this is part of it, and yet you, brave soul, are willing to take this step. You are willing to walk this path. That's what this Lionsgate is going to encourage you, to push you, because your solar plexus is being activated. Your solar plexus is your willingness to say yes to an adventure. It's an invitation. Beautiful. Our second part that we are looking at is, what is it that this portal is asking for you to leave behind? Let me look at that. Wow. If this were not what you're leaving behind and this was all that you're taking, these are amazing energies. So there are a few clear-cut messages that I'm getting from here. So perhaps some of you have been overindulgent. Okay, you have to be honest with yourself. Perhaps you've been overindulgent with the senses, allowing for the senses sensual pleasures of whatever. They can take on a whole array and spectrum of that. You'll know that. Okay, so it's time for you to remember yourself. Besides what meets the eye, besides the vanity, besides the ego, besides the pride, there's the soul. So what it's asking for you to is leave behind that vanity, the ego, and to embrace the awakening, to reach for that light. Okay, reach for that light. Okay, so not to choose any more of intense polarity. This is the energy of balance. When we are saying, are you saying leave the balance alone? No, your guides are saying, understand that there's not always a same cycle in life. There is the moon and then there is the sun. Okay, there is light with the dark. Okay, so if you've been brooding over the dark, you've been brooding over what has happened in the past and past traumas or things that didn't work out, jobs that were unfulfilling, relationships that were less than. Now it is time to embrace the future, to release that part in the past and come into a sense of balance. So if you've been doing a lot of that, and I do feel that a lot of you have been healing. So I feel like this 8-8 portal, you're going to be stepping out new. What are you leaving behind? You're leaving behind the murkinesses. You're leaving behind the traumas. You're leaving behind the scars. You're leaving behind the wounds, for you have healed a lot of those wounds and you're being asked, now you're ready. Do you see that? There's a child, and it talked about embracing it like a child, right? Look at it from the wondrous eyes of a child. So it's saying to leave behind certain ideas and mindsets that you have had that has created a certain experience for you that you have had so far in your life, and for you to experience more love, more abundance, more prosperity, more harmonious relationships, okay, where people value you, people respect you, and there is a growth mindset, there is a sharing of equal give and take, a balance and harmony. If you're ready for balance and harmony, it's time to let go of those extreme polarities, okay, of experience. But it's a choice each one of us has to make for ourselves. The portal is opening for the child within to come out, to embrace this, to remember your divinity. So leave behind what the ego is saying, that this is who you are, this is what you look like, this is what defines you, this is, if you have this and you're this way, therefore only then will you be important. Or if you have this much money, you look a certain way. Things that the ego wants you to just kind of align with. And it's asking for you to leave that part behind and embrace the inner child, to embrace and allow the inner child within you to play, to explore, that this is a pathway of evolution. This is going to be, I'm going to look at this new relationship, this new job, whatever it's going to unfold. It will have its highs, it will have its lows, it will have its periods of expansion, it will have its periods of contraction. So you can choose light, you can choose abundance, you can choose prosperity, you can choose love, you can choose harmony. You can choose balance. It's totally up to you. This is what this gateway is opening up, is helping you to come to a more aligned place, that you don't have to be in one experience. You can let that experience be, and you can choose something else. For some of you, you have restricted yourself while you were going through this period of healing. You didn't allow yourself the pleasures of life. I told you 2 distinct messages. You didn't allow the sweetness of life to embrace you, to allow you to move through life, to find the joys in experiencing the beauty and wonders of the material world, of taking care of your body, of working out, of honoring this physical temple, honoring the physical realm. Right? As you're honoring the physical realm, you begin to understand and see the sweetness of life. Even when it is dark and things are in the murky land, you still find that sweetness and joy. So it's time, and that's what this portal is inviting for you, to let go of the hurt, of the pain, of grief, of one way of being that kept you locked in a cycle of lack, or a cycle of pain, or a cycle of heartache. and to open up to love, to open up to receive love, to open up to the sweetness of life, to open up to experience more joy. So choosing the pathway of evolution through joy and not through pain is going to be an offering that is coming to you with this gateway. Oh, how beautiful. I love this. Thank you, angels. So what can you take with you? Part of this message is you have taken and done a lot of healing. And again, I'm seeing a forest here. That's interesting. They said forest. Oh, wow. Synchronicities here. There you go. In this particular deck, they're showing this girl holding the mirror, and there's like a forest at the back, right? Do you see that? And this talked about the forest, and this mentioned about the child coming out, and there's that child coming out looking at it. How beautiful. Healing is taking place. The way you heal your inner child is allow your inner child to play, to do what it wants to in a playful, light way, not having to always comply with others are saying and doing. Okay, doesn't mean you're breaking rules, but you're breaking some of the rules for yourself where you didn't give yourself permission to do some things because you are abiding by society, by culture, etc., etc. Right? So now it's time to, you know what, this is what feels more aligned for me, and I want to do that. And for some of you, those who are just starting the process of awakening, you're just awakening to your spirit, you're awakening to something more than meets the eye. This LIONSGATE portal is going to offer an opportunity for you to bring healing to the inner child, to the wounded parts of you, to the part where you felt denied, where you felt restricted, where you felt limited, where you didn't get a chance to play, where you didn't get a chance to speak up your truth. Your voice was put down, your heart closed because you gave of love, but you didn't receive that love. And then you protected your heart to not trust again, because every time you trusted, your heart got broken. How do you trust again, you ask the universe? So you'll be opening up to healing that wound, because the child wants to come out and play, and you're going to remember there's an awakening taking place. You're bringing the two aspects in balance for those who are starting out the journey here. Okay, I love that. You're going to take that with you. What else are you taking with you? Wow, we got the Tower. Okay, you are taking with you, there are going to be some sudden shifts that take place with this 8-8 portal. It could be an instant insight that comes in. It could be something like you instantly know that this is not the workplace that you align with, and you just say, you know what, I'm quitting. Okay, or suddenly you get an insight and say, I realize that this has been very toxic, and this has been a repeated pattern. I've been in this loop. I've allowed this past energy to keep controlling me, and now no more. I'm done. I think I'm done. So there's going to be this sudden enlightenment moment. I feel there's definitely going to feel like a big enlightenment moment. Okay, so when we hold on to structures, sometimes it can be painful, but this energy is coming in. So there may be some unexpected changes that come in your life. That's all I can say very gently. So if you hold on to something which you've been resisting, but you told the universe yes. Remember we talked about this forest, that there'll be these beautiful fairies along with some places which are treacherous that come up. So perhaps something or someone that was on this treacherous or the deceptive energy, or something that was misaligned, comes to surface, and that's like shocking to you, and you get like shocked and blown out of your mind, like, how is this possible? This was happening right under my nose. I didn't even know. And this just kind of, it just takes you by surprise. Okay, so I feel that that's where this is the help coming in. Understand that if there's some shakeups that take place, it's so important for this awakening for you to remember what you really wanted and dreamed. This is like some energies that I'm picking up because I'm reading for many of you. Okay, what I'm also feeling that I'm picking up what you're taking with you is going to be a lot of where you felt isolation, okay, where you were hiding the inner child. You were protecting your heart. You were protecting and not wanting to kind of get out there, whether it's, a workplace that wasn't so great, in friends, family, it was, so you were protecting your heart, and you'd taken, that child in and created walls around it. I feel walls coming down. So as the walls are coming down, embrace that. I feel here that's what the big message is, and here we talk, it's giving from the unicorn, we got the energy of number 1. And it says here, what you're taking with you is your personal unicorn. To me, this is also feeling like the energy of the magician. You're taking your personal power, and it may be a sudden realization that comes in. Someone says something, and that becomes like the straw that broke the back, right? The camel's back. That was it. That was one tiny thing they said, and everything came crumbling down. You got upset, and you just go, no more of this. I'm not taking this anymore. And then you speak up. So whatever shift that comes from that, know that you're being guided, you're being protected. This is your safe haven. You're going through a new pathway of evolution to speak up where you had not spoken up. You're recognizing where to draw the boundaries, that this was not okay. You'll stand up where you were once afraid to stand up. So I'm sensing with this some fearlessness energy coming in. That's where this personal unicorn, before the personal unicorn, I'm feeling personal power. Rise in personal power. Take that with you. And it says here, your personal unicorn, bathe in pure love, stay open to unicorn magic. So what I'm feeling over here is that you're going to begin to sense, and for some of you, I'm picking up that a lot of your psychic abilities, your gifts are going to open up, and it's going to come in suddenly, okay? Could be a sudden Kundalini awakening, could be a sudden opening of the third eye, where you begin to sense and see something. So, we're on different stages of awakening and opening to our own psychic centers. You're beginning to see, okay, what you're going to take along with you is a community, that you're not alone, okay? You're taking that with you. This portal is going to show you that there is a network of people, that there is so much support. You may begin to open up your channeling. You may begin to be able to sense and feel your guides or passed on loved ones, or the ability to become a medium opens up for you. Okay, you become more sensitive to energies where you were not before. Okay, so I'm sensing with this tower energy that it's opening up some psychic gift within you. Okay, and for all of you, you are in different stages. So if you've already been working on your third eye, you've been already honing in on your psychic gifts, I see a new gift or a gift opening to a huge new level. Okay, so I do feel you're going to be touched and felt and feel that deep love. That's what you're taking with you. That's what this Lion Gate's going to tell you. Like, we love you. The love of your angels, the love of your guides, the love of your higher self, love of souls is going to be felt. It may come in as a wave to break open your heart so you can feel that intensity of love. And take that with you wherever you go. How beautiful. Thank you, angels. Thank you for this blessing. I felt it in my heart. So the next question is, how is this portal going to change you? I can already see the changes. Let's have a look at how this portal is going to change you. Let's start with this one. We got the 10 of Swords. Okay, all the anxiety, all the anxiousness, tense and terror are about endings, are about closing out a cycle. Things where you've been mentally anxious about perhaps manifesting, about love, about feeling blocked, like, you're not able to manifest, you're not able to release some things, you're trying so hard to release it, it's not happening. I'm suddenly feeling like burdens being lifted. So when the mental burdens are lifted, you feel very free and light. That's where that love energy is. It's going to change you. Okay. I do feel we got the energy of Pisces, and it says intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So it's going to open up this gateway, this sudden thing that's opening up. It's going to open up to greater levels of intimacy. And intimacy is a deep soul connection. First, it is intimacy with your own self, with the divinity within you, your intimate connection with the divinity within you. And as you begin to honor the sacredness of your body, of your mind, of your emotions, of your life, of your spiritual self, of your divinity, you begin to see that reflection outside in others. And therefore, you will begin to attract to you a soul partner. Okay, when we're talking about intimacy over here, we're talking about a soul connect. This can come in the form of romantic love, but this can also be where you have these soulful conversations, connect with your friends, with family, with loved ones, at a work that is very aligned, that's very soul aligned. With this intimacy and intuition, well, intimacy, that's what I'm feeling, a lot of a soul alignment coming in. That's how it's going to change you. You're going to, and it says here intuition. Did I not say with this card I was picking up psychic energy? And this is the energy, this is a water element, which is your divine feminine, whether you're male or female. You're opening up to this portal is going to help you to balance out your feminine energy. Okay, so whether you're male or female. Okay, so I do feel for the viewers, all of you, that there are some blocks that you have towards your masculine energy and you have blocks towards your feminine energy of receptivity. So to receive the abundance, to receive the prosperity, you must be tapped into your divine feminine energy of receptivity. But you must bring in healing to your own inner masculine energy that wants to take action, that wants to move from the logic. Where do you draw the balance between logic and intuition? You're going to be able to find, and for some of you, you're beginning that journey, so you're going to understand the polarities. You're going to start to recognize that I need to bring in more healing to the feminine aspects of me, the gentleness, the trust, the faith. So I do feel this portal is going to open up more levels of understanding for yourself. You know, you're walking in, you're going to be softer, you're going to reparent yourself, you're going to love yourself, right? The way you want it to be loved by your parents or by a lover, by your family. You're going to love yourself more. And that's what the Leo energy is all about, love and generosity and openness and warmth and, nurturance. So it's a lot of nurturing energy, the Leo energy. Okay, so we are tapping into the energy of Leo. So I do feel also how it's going to change you. So you're going to be more intuitive. You're going to begin to see that you're more in alignment. So I see you getting more in alignment here. And what I'm seeing over here also, what is going to change within you is you are going to increase in your self-esteem. You're going to begin to notice with this portal that I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So you're going to stop comparing yourself to others. You're going to begin to honor and recognize your uniqueness. The way you speak, the way you come across, the way you disseminate information, the way you talk to others, the way you share your information with others, the way you uplift others. Your gifts are very unique. Okay. Not every clairvoyant is the same. Not every person who is a chef is the same. You know that, right? So every craft and every person's talent is very unique. The same dish, the chef can tell you this is how you do it, but the moment you make it, it will still have a tad bit of a difference. Why is that? It's your unique hand blend that comes in, your unique flavor. Okay, you are a divine creation, right? You are a divine spark of God, individualized with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your creative energy. And that's what you bring forth into the world, not to compare, to bring forth your uniqueness, bringing that to light. That's going to change you. Where you felt lack of self-esteem, I begin to see that self-esteem rising, slow and steady, right? That is taking place. Then what I'm also seeing over here, what's going to change with this portal is going to be star ancestors. You're going to connect quite strongly to your ancestors. Perhaps some of you you connect with the energy of star seeds, okay? So you'll begin to connect deeper levels with your star ancestors. Then you're going to awaken to who you are, what your gifts are, and you've forgotten along this earth journey, which is what we all do. So I do feel, it says here hidden secrets, and this one with the tower, this is definitely feeling lost wisdom coming to light. Okay. You're going to begin to notice things from a deeper level. That's going to be a change, You're going to notice how you are at work. You're going to notice how you are with people, that, you're looking at things differently. Some of you are going to connect a lot more with the Egyptian energy. I'm picking up Egypt, okay? So some of you connect and you have these hidden gifts that you've had parallel life, past life, with a lot of hidden wisdom there. Yeah, I'm feeling it. And it has been repressed. I just felt like as if someone's choking me. So I felt like you've choked that part. Some of you know of these gifts when you were a child, but it was not easily explainable or accepted in your home or in your culture. I do feel that's going to open up a lot more, and it's going to change you a lot. Wow. Thank you, angels. Now, what is this portal going to activate within you? Let's have a look. Soul child. Soul. 9 of Wands. And you're part of a team of souls. Wow. So first, what this is going to activate within you is, to me, this is 9 of Wands is you do not give up. It's a commitment. The energy to push through any challenge. Okay. I do feel that. So there's a lot of courage. Okay, this person's very courageous, standing for what they believe in, standing for the truth, no matter the challenges, no matter the difficulties. They honor their truth. They honor there's integrity. They honor their truth. So I see you standing for what you believe in, okay, what your soul feels called to not give up, to forge for this path ahead. Okay, so I see that's going to activate the ability, like, yes, this is what I believe in. I'm not going to let the others tell me I'm not good. I'm not going to let the others tell me you shouldn't do this and this is going to be wrong and all these things I've been listening in the past. No more. 9s are also about learning and gaining higher wisdom, and that's why 9 is leading to a 10. So I'm seeing like a closure as this portal pushes through and opens and gives you that burst of energy. You're going to begin to learn some big lessons, and with these big lessons, some chapters are closing, some ways and some karmic patterns are closing, so you can open to something more. Okay. What is being activated within you is you're going to begin to feel and sense a part that you're not alone. It says calling in your soul, calling in your support, your team of souls. So what you're going to activate with this is your ability to call in support. You're going to begin to see that a lot more supporting people at your jobs, at your friends, or suddenly you're drawn to certain communities and you feel very supported there. They're very like-minded people. So you understand that you're not alone on this journey. I'm not alone on this journey. There are others. So they'll be supporting you when you're having this dark night of the soul where you're feeling challenged or you've gone through this dark patches and you don't know how to come. So you'll share of your stories, and that's how you'll support one another. I see that as something that you're activating. You're activating and calling in support. You'll notice support coming in. We got the energy of soul and we got the soul child. And child, and soul. It says the energy of the soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God or divine. Wow. You are activating your higher self. You are activating that there's more than what meets the eye. I understand I'm here on earth, but there's something more. I'm activating my soul. I'm listening to what my higher guidance is. I'm listening to my intuition. I'm going to go through. I'm going to follow these new threads. It seems a little bit scary, but I know you got my back, divine. I know you got my back. I know you got me through these times. I trust and I have faith. And I'm open to explore like a child, because it says a soul child, a divine child. You're activating the childlike energy. And with Leo, how beautiful, because Leo actually is a representation of our inner child, which is playful, light, loving, optimistic, and curious and warm. So you're opening up to the warmth, curiosity, exploring things from a curious perspective, and that is so beautiful. More playfulness, more lightness, more joy, more moments of joy. Okay, so that's beautiful. That's being activated within you. Wow. Sixth question is, what are the messages of higher wisdom coming in from Sirius, from star systems, from your ancestors, from divine, from all your guides? Let's have a look. Third eye activation. Okay, did I not say about third eye activation, meaning perception change? Okay, we'll read. Order of Melchizedek, embraced by light. Mission uncovered. Oh, so this is what this sudden thing is. You're going to suddenly know your path. that this is what I'm supposed to do. Where you felt like in the thicket, like I'm kind of lost. I've been on this pathless path and I don't know. You went through this period of healing. Now you're coming out of the forest. Oh, a big message. Yes, now that I'm seeing all the cards, the big message is you were on this path and you've been wondering, okay, knock, knock, is this the path? No, I've been confused. Is this the path? Is that the path? You were going through a pathway of evolution and now you found your way back out of the forest. Okay, you entered the forest with a big yes. That's for some of you. You exited the forest. You found your way back, guys. And it's suddenly like, wow, now I know the path is clear. Okay, I'm seeing this mission uncovered. How amazing. Okay, we got healing and cosmic abundance. Oh, I'm going to read it. Contemplation, and what do we have? Rest, reintegration of divine potential. Knight of Wands. Forge, don't follow. Did I not just say forge and don't follow? Because you are saying yes. So we're on different stages. That's why I'm doing this general reading and telling you on different stages. So if you're just about starting out, it is an invitation to, there's something more to life. So you're meant to forge your way forward like a leader. Okay, the lion's energy is a leader, unafraid. Okay, I can see that there are some scary parts. I can see that, but I'm going to trust and I'm still going to go forward with it. Okay, so it requires faith, it requires courage, it requires dedication, it requires persistence, it requires courage. Okay, and what's being helped along the way is going to be having a curious and a playful approach towards this process. For others, those who have been on this path, you've been in this thicket of forest, you've been visiting these part of times where you've been confused, you didn't know, the emotions took you in so many places, the mindset, people saying yes and no, and you didn't know, things were not materializing, you didn't know what would happen. Now you're finally found the way out. It is coming. This was all part of the plan. None of this was wrong. None of this was an accident. It was all part of the plan. You finding your way where in the forest, and you now find and carved a way forward. So the message here is that you, my friend, are meant to be a leader. Okay? So pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So you begin to lead your life by taking responsibility for your life, by taking charge of your life. That's what the higher wisdom, that's what your guides are saying. Be in charge. You do not blame another. You shift from blame to become more of an emperor and an empress. Here we are embodying the masculine energy. So I'm going to say like a king energy, a queen energy, an emperor energy. An emperor king energy is a representation of a masculine energy of the highest order. Masculine energy where they sit on the throne, strong with their vision, following their passion fearlessly. Doesn't mean they're not afraid. Of course they're afraid, but yet they see the fear for what it is and they forge through. Okay, they forge through with a vision. So it requires a lot of courage. It requires patience, because there'll be some small moves that wrong moves that take, wrong turns that take place, right? So I'm seeing here your angels are saying that you are supported. This is all part of the plan. This is all part of learning and growth. Okay, you're meant to lead. Okay, so that's opening up, leadership positions opening up, perhaps people calling you in to step up to some place where you didn't think it was possible. So I'm seeing with this new doorways opening up for you. Okay, so you got to follow your passion, follow where your heart's calling is, go forth, go forth, go forth. Okay, just singing to your own drumbeat, allowing your passions on where you're guided like that child. Hey, I want to explore this, I want to explore that, right? That was our main energy of exploration. Through this process of exploration, you're going to reach to a beautiful place, okay, which is what your higher self has planned for you. Okay, so you're going to begin to see that there is endless possibilities. This is the cosmic egg. Okay, the cosmic egg. Over here, we talked about the forest here. We talked about from the cosmic egg, everything and all is possible. Okay, but you're also being guided that don't be always on the move. Take time to recharge. And that was the first message that came in. Earth pulsing. Because rest, during those periods of rest, if you feel extremely tired, don't say, why am I tired? Why? listen to the wisdom of the body. Listen to what you're feeling, because it is during those periods of rest that there's a lot of integration that's taking place. We explore, we go out, we've figured it out, we've gotten all this data. Now you have to create it into information and then implement it. So all that takes time. Okay, it has to come together so that you can live from that place. That's what we talk about integration. Okay, what's also there, your angels are telling you, is there are a lot of divine potentials that are surrounding you, a lot of opportunities that this portal is going to bring. Okay, opportunities for growth. Okay, but this you shall receive with this egg. I'm feeling you shall receive when you are in quiet. This is from the divine feminine energy of Lemuria, and the next one came from the energy here of Atlantis, and it says contemplation. So this is going to come to you through periods of contemplation. You may be seeing the numbers 25. Okay, the people of Golden Atlantis spent much time in nature, quiet contemplation, which enabled them to maintain a sense of balance, inner peace and wisdom. It also allowed them to sustain their connections to the universe and to one another. During these periods, the angels, the unicorns, nature spirits could communicate with them, offering clarity, guidance, and inspiration. And in silence, they absorbed the cosmic light that was beamed down to them. So quiet time. What it's suggesting here is that spend time in quiet contemplation. This will enable you to clarify the next part of the project where you're feeling confused. Okay, so let the answers emerge during the quiet times. So this is a sustained message for you as this 8-8 gateway is opening up. Okay, so what the angels are also saying over here is that good fortune is coming to you. We've got the green emerald dragon here. Okay, that's bringing in healing. It's bringing in cosmic abundance for you. So let your thoughts support your divine perfection. Align with your fifth dimensional blueprint. You're already calling in your soul. You're already calling in, meaning I'm not saying that your soul is outside, but I'm saying you're calling in your soul. You're calling in your higher self. You're calling in your higher fifth dimensional blueprint, which exists as the highest version of you. That's not meant to be living in lack and limitation, but it comes from a place of expansion, of creativity, of manifestation, of playfulness, of excitement, of joy, happiness, right? That is a fifth dimensional energy. Those are fifth dimensional pockets of energy. We've all experienced that at some point in our life. So you do have the ability to manifest. You have experienced fifth dimensional vibration in your life at some point in your life. So now your soul is guiding you, is opening up. This consciousness is being made available to all of us to anchor ourselves there so that we can have more of those moments, more of those jumps into that, so that eventually that we anchor ourselves in this higher dimensional place so we can live from a place of abundance. We live from a place of prosperity. We live from a place of alignment. We live from a place of love. We live from a place of joy. We live from a place of freedom, love, and happiness. Understanding that third dimension gives us an opportunity to experience the polarity because you're going through different, you're going through healing. So that's a message coming in. We talk about the mission uncovered. So you're going to know. This is not for everybody, but for some of you, you're going to know what your mission is. For others, what I'm picking up is that with this gateway opening up, this pathway that where you're feeling like this pathway to evolution is going to open up, and that is going to lead you to your soul's purpose if you're just about discovering what my soul purpose is. Does it make sense, right? So that's what I'm picking up. And again, it says here, do not give up. It came here twice, do not give up. With this 9 of Wands here, don't give up. Okay, do not give up. You're there. You're being supported. Okay. All right. Clear seeing. Brow chakra, inner vision. For some of you, I definitely picked that up with this tower energy. I'm feeling like an expansive energy opening Could be sudden opening, like I said, Kundalini awakening. You have a massive third eye chakra awakening. Okay, this is for some of you. For most of you, what I am picking up with this, what the angels are saying is that as you're understanding these light and dark cycles, the differences, right? You know, the light, the dark. Okay, this is me as the divine being. That person's the divine being. So if I'm divine being, this is my path and this is what I believe in, then they're divine being, but they haven't seen the light yet. They haven't seen all of joy. They're still coming from hate. They're still coming from anger. Does not mean they're not divine beings. They just haven't seen the light yet, right? So you're opening up to different perceptions. So as your perception widens, you begin to see things more clearly. Your heart opens a lot more. Okay, so that's what their wisdom is coming in for you. Okay, so a final message here in the center is how to move through this portal with ease. Okay, that's important. Let's look at how to move through this portal with ease. We talked a bit about the Three of Swords energy, where this is about pain. Whenever the pain comes in, it's saying here, and it may feel very unknown. Again, we got the unknown territory. So it's saying here that you are exactly where you need to be, where you feel like, I'm not sure. Okay, so some of you may be seeing signs like owls, birds, feathers. You may feel a bit lost. Okay, back to that forest again. So to move through this ease, maybe say a mantra to yourself. I'm exactly where I need to be. So also the big energy is be caring, be empathetic, be gentle, be compassionate. We got the energy of compassion a lot to yourself. Okay, offer compassion. If you need a timeout from being with others, do that. Okay, so being gentle is so important for you. That's going to help you and support you. Yes, the great severing, meaning we're breaking the ties. Okay, Mars energy, anger, conflict, and it's saying softening to love. So I love that. Where you were angry about the past, where you're angry about where things didn't happen, where you are angry about certain situations, you are angry about all that anger. It's breaking away from that anger and applying that energy towards more softness, more gentleness. Okay, that's what's opening up. That's what's going to help you, is to soften to love, one step at a time. You don't have to give up everything. Okay, we'll take a final closing message, which we said we will look from the Angels of Light, and that is the final message for the 8-8 portal, and that is forgiveness. It says here forgiveness. Angel wisdom reminds you that challenging people and situations are sent to you as your most important teachers. Without them, your soul would not grow. Your guidance is to let go of the hurt, resentment, and anger of the past. When you forgive others and yourself, your karma is rubbed out of your soul records. You will enjoy love in your heart and lightness of spirit. Ask the angels to help you dissolve your hurt, anger, and guilt. They will take your burdens from you. When you love unconditionally, there's nothing to forgive. Love is forgiving, so open your heart and give love. So your affirmation that will support you through this journey is, I forgive myself and others. I am free. I'm a sovereign being. I am free. I am free. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels, for this blessed reading. Thank you all for being here. If you'd like a personal Lionsgate reading, I shall be putting the details of that in the description box of this video. For the purposes of a general reading, this happened to be almost an hour, but my offer is going to be for 40 minutes on this format with these decks. Okay, so if you're called to know more and connect more on a personal level, you can reach out to me. So the readings, if you're choosing to do those and want to do that, I want you to know my readings are done in live. I do not do recordings and send. We do them, face to face. I want to connect with you as you connect with me. I'll give you a recording of that so you can have that for you at a later time. I want to begin those on 8/8. Will be the first day that I'll open that up, because I finished the 33-day challenge on the Lionsgate portal on 8/8. So I'll open it up on 8/8, August 8th, and I'll close doing these readings by September 8th. because then we enter into a new portal on 9/9. So just because the portal's opening doesn't mean like, oh my God, it's only like for 4 days or 5 days. It's just these energies are going to be present with you. They're being activated within you. If you're called to, you can book a personal reading, very specific like this one. It will be 40 minutes or maybe 44, but 40 is what I'm going with, what I'm feeling called to say 40. And all the other details are in the description box of this video. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting me. And if you're new and you've been here till the end, I hope you found something of value, something that uplifts you, something that opens you up to receive more. That has been the intention that I set before I did the reading. So thank you all for being here. I look forward to talking to you and seeing you soon. Take care. Namaste.